Ahoy there folks, I'm Captain Benzie and welcome to another patch notes video for Eve Echoes. It's coming up to Halloween, it is spooky season, there are pumpkins and skeletons and ghouls and creepy things everywhere, so of course it's time that came to Eve Echoes too, because you can't have a space game without having some ooky spooky Halloweeny themed awesomeness. And no, I'm not being pedantic or anything here, I really do love the Halloween season and anything that includes that into a game, hell yes, I'm all for it. Obviously as well, the Halloween event back when the game first launched, the Crimson Harvest event, is also one of the most popular of all of Eve Echoes events, and so every year we all look at the Halloween event and crossing our fingers and thinking it's going to come back. Ultimately, it's never going to come back, and there are some very genuinely good reasons for that, most short version of which is just the fact that it wouldn't work with the current setup. It massively prioritizes Tech 10 players, there's nothing for solo players to really work with, and it genuinely sucked if you were in high sec and you spent an hour clearing out one of those anomalies just for some git in a probe covert ops to show up at the last second as the last enemy dies and just loot everything and then scarper with nothing you can do about it. Now, I did enjoy the Crimson Harvest, but hey, that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about the October 19th patch notes. This is all going live tomorrow. Now, before we talk about the patch notes, though, it's worth noting as well that the developers have put out a player satisfaction survey. I will include a link to this in the description down below. If you complete this, it doesn't take too long. It's just a series of kind of questions of how long you've been playing Eve Echoes, what your opinions are, what you like, what you dislike. You can earn 100,000 skill points for doing that. Doesn't take long, well worth doing. Ultimately, please don't troll it. The fact that the developers have put out a player satisfaction survey is actually really heartening, and I'm hoping that they will listen to that feedback, so please give them good feedback. Don't be a troll, don't use this opportunity as a way to completely just wreck the game further. It's one of those things I think genuinely the community sometimes can be, well, most of the time the community can be absolutely awesome. There are occasions when the community becomes its own worst enemy. This is one of those opportunities for certain small factors of the community to ruin it for the rest of us. Please don't do that. Click the link, complete the survey, earn 100,000 skill points. Otherwise, let's jump into the patch notes October 19th. So, Eve Echoes will undergo maintenance on the 19th of October at 0800 UTC plus 0, 120 minutes to complete. During this time, players will be unable to log into the game. We kindly ask for your understanding and patience during the maintenance and hope you enjoy the 5,000 free skill points you get at the end of it. Woo, half an hour of training for me. Anyway, new content first of all, because this isn't just events. The Tech Merchant Tree. The ancient empire used to have complete dominance over Stargate construction technology. With the Capsuleer's rapid expansion into no man's land, the increasing need for transportation has made jump technology even more profitable. In response to market demands, Upwell Consortium has announced they will make their brand new add-on structure blueprint, the Ansible Stargate, available for all Capsuleers to purchase. The Ansible Stargate, like any other add-on structure, requires running power provided by corporation outposts. One Stargate can be directly linked to another 5 light years away, enabling direct teleportation between the two systems. The Capsuleer just needs to anchor each one of them in 2 different systems, then link them and match after completion. Fuel needs to be injected into the 2 Stargates in advance to provide power for the Stargate jump. Unlike power required to run citadels, this type of power will be calculated separately and deducted additionally based on the tonnage of ships passing through the Stargate each time. Stargate builders can also charge users a usage fee to compensate for their fuel costs. The price is entirely up for them to decide. This is awesome. This is genuinely awesome. It's not without some concessions, which we'll come to in a second, but for the most part, this is incredible. This is the ability for you to actually connect a couple of nullsec systems together. Now, this is something people have been asking for a long time, and it means that there is so much possibility to this. Like being 19 jumps away from N-Rail, the ability to like shorten that journey a little bit, or 30 jumps away from somewhere, The ability to shorten those journeys is just really cool. I just hope it works with the autopilot system and that the autopilot system will allow you to jump through those. If it doesn't, well, at least manual piloting is still a thing, and it actually rewards the manual piloting, I guess, if they do it that way. So being able to jump across your own empire in a matter of 2 jumps rather than 20 is really, really useful. The somewhat negative of this is that it does, I say negative, it kind of swings both ways, is that this does make it much harder to invade sovereign nullsec space, because if you hit one system now, people aren't necessarily 18 jumps away, they might only be 3 jumps away, and that's a lot faster to get to. So that's pretty cool for defenses. It is one of those situations where for warfare, it adds a new dynamic. I don't want to say it's good or bad. I think it is a new dynamic to it, and I think that could be really, really useful. It means also, in face of all of the sort of like new capitals being added with jump drives and things, this is a way for non-capital ships to move around in a similar sort of time frame. It's a little bit more restricted, perhaps. I mean, rather than lighting a sino and just jumping to it, here you have to have built and constructed and anchored 2 gates to jump through. But that in itself is really awesome, and I can't wait to see how people start using this. I'm really excited about this one. It should also be a somewhat decent mineral sink. I just hope these are things that can be destroyed. Absolutely, these need to be targetable and destroyable. That will keep warfare really interesting, because now you've got new targets to go after. What if you blow up their gates? Suddenly that's going to hamper their ability to provide resources. That's really cool. I like that kind of decision. I mean, still, there's not really much need to go to war other than just the fun of it and kicking over people's sandcastles. And yes, I know there's always some smart ass who comes out at this point, but Benzie, it's supposed to be a sandbox game. The developers aren't supposed to create content. Players are supposed to create content. Well, yes and no. If players were supposed to create content, then why do the developers even bother to design ships, right? Surely we should be designing them. Besides, the whole sandbox argument kind of falls apart when you look at Eve Echoes. It's not a sandbox. It's very much a directed experience, and for better or for worse, for me, for worse. But either way, a sandbox is still about how you work with the tools provided. So the tools do still need to be provided. And currently in Eve Echoes, there's very little reason to go to war with each other than just the fun of it. I'd love to see more reasons, but hey, this is some really cool stuff. I'm excited to see this one play out. New event, Implant Fortified Lucky Chest. Oh boy, yes, there's a new Lucky Chest back. Whales love it, and I'm not even saying that in a negative way. Genuinely, some people really love these chests. I think they are ridiculously bad value. They call them Lucky Chests, but when you look at the actual percentage values to get what you want, they are awful. They have always been awful. And oh look, yeah, you can get some general units, which is really cool, but only between version 1 and version 7. No chance of getting the really lucrative 10s. Although, yeah, I get it, the 7s are still ludicrously expensive. So I kind of actually, in fairness, I've just said that. I actually kind of think it's a good thing it caps at 7. But ultimately, yay, it's more lucky chests. I can't say I'm happy with that, but it is what it is. Navigator program, awesome. 499 Aurum to get a bunch of skill points over the month. Some people absolutely love these. I quite like these. You spend you buy 499 Aurum, you unlock the Navigator program, then you can still spend that 499 Aurum on anything you like. It's a good little fundraiser. It helps people out. The way that the Navigator system works as well is that it's also weighted to be more skill points if you have fewer skill points. So it is a catch-up mechanic. If you are a, recent to Tech 10 player compared to someone like me who's been playing since the start of the game, you will get more out of this Navigator program than I will, despite us spending the same amount. It's designed as a catch-up system. You'll get even more if you are a very low-tier player. So it can be really quite useful. Pumpkin Scareface, the eerie knocking sound. Hang on, no, we need the voice for this. The eerie knocking sound outside the ship hold. The hideous-looking meteorite. The suspicious pumpkin-headed phantom. Illusion or reality. The truth awaits you. Participate in the Pumpkin Scarefest series of missions to unravel all mysteries step by step and receive rich rewards. Please refer to the event page for more information. Wonderful. So we're getting some cool new missions, which I like. I like that they've been doing this with the new events, that they actually give you sort of a mission arc to go through. It's something new and exciting, in inverted commas, added to the game. Yes, we know it's the same old combat, just with, you know, a fancy name put on it. But hey, the fact that it gives you some exclusive rewards is always interesting to do. It gets people engaged in the game a bit more. Please put it in low sec so we have reasons to blow each other up. That would be awesome. Capital Skin. The Halloween special Capital Skin is on sale for a limited time at the store. Okay, so apparently the Capital Skin isn't the rich reward they were talking about. There are going to be new Capital Skins added to the game. I'm sure this will make up for the fact that they advertised that the porcelain was going to be on at least the Nidhogger. I mean, it's not like they slapped that all over the loading screen or anything, is it? You know, if you put something on the loading screen, I'm sure you'd put it in the actual game, right? Right? Wouldn't you? Like, no? Oh, oops, okay, yeah. So at least this is something for those flying capitals. Remember, NetEase's current plan is to get as many of you flying capitals as possible in order to rinse you for as much money as possible. Notice that the new capital nanocores are coming, and they're the ones on sale in the store. Yes, if you ever had any doubt that what I'm saying is true, this kind of shows it. NetEase are pushing us all to capitals so they can sell us big, expensive capital nanocores, capital skins, yada yada yada. Anyway, I hope it looks awesome. That's all I can say. With the Illusory Ghost and Neon Rain being animated, with how cool the original Grimace skins were, one of the first animated skins in the game with that glowing, leering face. Now, those were cool. I really like those skins. I would kill to have those back properly, especially for like my Bellicose, being able to fit that back on the Bellicose and the Arbitrator. Those were awesome skins. So yeah, please, hopefully we can get that back. But in the meantime, Capital Skins coming for purchase. Yay. So we've no idea what the Pumpkin Scarefest is, what the rewards are going to be. I guess we'll find out on October 19th when this comes online. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Then we have optimizations. The estimated price has been updated based on the market transaction record. If you weren't sold by the Eve Echoes logo up here and the fact that it's eveechoes.com, there is your proof that this is a genuine NetEase balance patch, or patch notes at least. Not much in the way of balance, really. Bug fixes. Fix the issue where fatigue bonus on jump freighters and Rorquals didn't take effect. Fix the issue where errors were displayed when performing jumps with capital ships. Fix the issue where the logistics drones could not repair target ships in high sec. Cool. That's really it. That's really it. There's not much to go on here. Ultimately, yay, new lucky chest, yay, new event, yay, new navigator program, yay, new capital skins. But really cool with this tech merchantry with the new Ansible Stargates. Looking forward to seeing those in action. Can't wait to see how people build them, what they look like and how they work. Please give them a unique graphic, not just a random one of the Empire ones. If it is going to be the Empire as well, dear God, please let it actually be the Empire that is in that space. So I'm not flying through a Mar jump gate in the middle of Minmatar nullsec. I can see it happening. I kind of hope it has its own unique graphic like an even line. That would be amazing. Please, can we have that? Please, 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 NetEase. And if you haven't done it already, better get working on Blender overnight, or Maya, or whatever 3D editing you want to do before shoving it into Neo X. Get it up there tomorrow. I can't wait to see these. I'm actually really quite excited by this. This could be quite cool. Pity the rest of it is so just absolutely meh. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and the Pumpkin Scarefest could be the best thing we've ever seen. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. I'm open to the possibility. I thought I was wrong once. Turned out I was mistaken. Anyway, that's the patch notes. Let me know what you guys think when this goes live. In fact, let me know what you think now, then come back and let me know what you think when this all goes live. Otherwise, folks, thank you for listening to me ramble on. As always, I've been Captain Benzie. Happy sailing, and see you in New Eden.